Yo, what's up guys? My name is Joseph, a filmmaker from Uganda, and welcome you back to our channel. This is a filmmaking channel that helps you become a better filmmaker, not just a better filmmaker, but also a profitable filmmaker. And today guys, I want to show you how to balance a gimbal in few seconds. Before we begin balancing our gimbal, first of all, we have to first understand the different axes that we have on the gimbal. First of all, we have the tilt axis. This is the tilt axis. And we have the roll axis. This is the roll axis. And we also have the pan axis. Before using a gimbal, you have to first make sure that all your accessories that you're going to use on the gimbal, the batteries, the memory cards, each and everything that you want to use on that camera, you have to first make sure that it is well equipped without making any mistake of not putting the memory card or the battery out of the camera. If you are using a flip screen, you have to make sure that the screen, it is open before balancing the gimbal. So I'm going to balance the gimbal after putting all my accessories on the camera. So first of all, I have to first untie the tilt axis. As you can see, ideally you want to have this camera pointing up, meaning that if it points up straight without falling any side, the camera will be balanced very well. I'll come and then untie the tilt axis and then push the camera into the middle. As you can see, the camera, it is falling this side, meaning that I have to push my camera in front so that it can fall the other side, but still the camera, it is falling this side, meaning that I have to put more effort and push my camera. Yeah, right now the tilt axis, it is well balanced. One of the mistakes that I've made as a filmmaker on the gimbal, I have not tightened my lockers very well for the gimbal, and as I'm shooting, I realized that the gimbal is not balanced, so you have to make sure that you tighten the lockers of the gimbal very well. So after balancing this tilt axis, you have to come here depending on the type of gimbal that you have, and then you balance this side. As you can see right now, the camera, it is falling this side, and ideally what we want this camera to be straight in the middle without falling anywhere. So what I do, I come here and then unlock this side and then push in front just a little bit. Oh, the camera is falling in front, but I can just balance the gimbal very well and then see that my camera, yeah, right now as you can see, the camera is not falling anywhere. So what I do, I come and then tighten this locker very well. And to confirm that your gimbal is well balanced, you have to put it to different sides of the tilt axis without coming back. As you can see here, it stays there, meaning that the tilt axis, it is well balanced. If it is not balanced, it will come back, but right now it is not coming back. So my tilt axis, it is well balanced. So after balancing the tilt axis, I have to lock it, because the moment I don't lock it, I will get a misbalance while balancing the roll axis. So right now, we are going to go to the roll axis. I come here and then unlock the roll axis. Immediately, it is falling this side. And ideally, what we want this camera to be exactly in the middle, without falling this side or this side. So what we do, I come here and then unlock this side, the roll axis, and then push my camera this side until I get it in the middle exactly. Right now, as you can see, my camera is well balanced when it comes to the roll axis. So I have to tighten this locker. As I told you, you have to make sure that they are well tightened, because you might get a misbalance in the future while using the gimbal. As you can see, the moment I put it this side, it stays there, meaning that the roll axis, it is well balanced. I come to the pan axis, and that is the last one. And this is somehow different. So what I do, I pull out my gimbal and then open the locker of the pan axis So right now, as you can see, immediately my camera goes down. But ideally what we want, I want my camera to stay in the middle without falling anywhere. So what we do, I come and then unlock this locker and then push this pan axis in front. But as you can see, my camera has fallen then this side. But back then it was falling this side, meaning that I have to push it slightly backwards to make sure that I get this camera in the middle without falling anywhere. Yeah, as you can see right now, my pan axis, it is in the middle, but you have to make sure that you tighten this axis very well. Yeah, right now, as you can see, our gimbal is well balanced. So to confirm that all axes are well balanced, as you can see, when I push my camera this side, it stays there. When I push my camera this side, it stays there. When I push it this side, it stays there. Meaning that my camera, it is well balanced. So that is how I balance my gimbal. Immediately after balancing the gimbal, as I told you before, you have to put each and everything in the gimbal, like batteries. So what I do after balancing my gimbal, I come to the start button and then I put it on. And immediately my gimbal reacts. So after reacting, if you are using the Weebill S lab, just come here to the menu button and then you go to motor and then you press this button and then you come to auto, and immediately auto tuning, it begins. This helps the gimbal to remove all those remaining mistakes that you did when balancing the gimbal. So that is the main purpose of auto tuning the gimbal. It helps the motors to refresh and then delete all those mistakes and all those errors that you did when balancing the gimbal. Thanks to you, you have been able to balance the gimbal for the very first time, and I believe it hasn't been perfect. But you can go on practicing, and I believe with time you can become a perfectionist. And I personally, when I began balancing this gimbal, I got some issues somewhere, somehow, but I continued practicing and I became a professional gimbal operator. There are different moves that we use while using a gimbal, and if you want to learn all those moves, please make sure that you comment down so that I can be able to do that video that shows all the detailed moves that you can be able to shoot using a gimbal. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment down, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you on the next video.